And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to this.
Oh, this is so long. I'm on the block.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake.
Man.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Got his man downfield. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. From the gun, running back on the move. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. He wants to go deep.
Yo.
And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. The Huskies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Throwing right. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And here comes the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Catch in the middle, it's Ellison. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Washington State going quickly. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard.
Oh, that time, man.
Fourth down.
Right.
Washington State sends out the punt unit.
Yeah, right.
I'm getting tired. I ain't tired. Yeah, I'm getting tired.
Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Working his way on the return
back
up
bat
to
in
the
the mind.
40-yard
You tired?
line before he stops.
You tired, Kobe?
Plenty of time to work.
Are you sleepy?
Time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
You want to play? You think shit's funny?
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down.
You're tired.
Oh, he's got some space.
I'm going to go get one of
Really
my body
good
armor.
job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run,
Put you
and a
something in your
first down.
cup.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long.
Throws toward the end zone.
That's a fucking dot.
Touchdown, Huskies. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ellison. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the 1st himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. And it slips just inside that right upright. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Huskies and Cougars. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. I'm less of a citrus guy, fellas, more of a Honeycrisp fan. We'll see which team comes out on top in the Apple Cup.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, we're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Lots of room to run. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to go up top. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Let's it fly. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Smashes it between the uprights. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside, has got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got a man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Back to pass, it's Duggar. Oh, they're after him. Gonna try to get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Behind the chains now on second and long. Off play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Got it in stride at the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. Washington State ready to go with another first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
Stop. It's going to come on by itself. You know that already, though. Stop being crazy.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Duggar. There's the pressure. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. North Carolina ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those Carolina blue unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Lining up from the 34 on first down. He'll pull it on the read. Quarterback's got the first. At the 40, there he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking for room, it's Marshall. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got enough space. Touchdown, Washington. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the catch down the right side. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Duggar. They're setting up the screen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got it in the middle, it's Buckley. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. This should be the last play of the quarter. Defense looks as if it's coming. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here.
One down, somebody over there sitting close to the TV. That is shorter.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the age?
I get some good ice on my shit.
We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Back to pass on 2nd down. Rush is on him. And he can't make the connection on his 1st attempt. Let's see if he settles down. This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Going for 6. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Huskies buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing. Turning it on! They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's McMillan. Quarterback moving. On the run, fires downfield. It's caught. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Going with the ground game left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Give to the back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they...
He'll off one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30. They finally made the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he's stopped. On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Huskies! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. An explosive way to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Off play action on 1st down. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Buckley. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting.
Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Cougars. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build on.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Right back to the well. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Offense gets set for second down.
Boys. Hot cross, boys.
It's hot.
It's hot. Good job.
They'll leave it with him. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the...
Breaks into the open. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Huskies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now on second down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.